Welcome to the Four Listeners Program. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thanks for checking us out this week. On the mics with me this week is the mighty Ganthor. What's up, Ganthor?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right, man. How you doing?
You still employed?
I'm still employed. Haven't completely pissed off my bosses yet, but I'm working on it. What up, everybody? I'm Spear. The Z-Man is not with us this evening. He's out doing whatever it is he does whenever he's not around here.
He's at a concert, I think.
Is he really?
I saw concert tickets on his Facebook page,
Oh,
so I'm assuming that's where he is.
I stay away from his Facebook page. His Facebook page freaks me out.
Because he's single, living a single life.
Yeah, and he gets to go out and have fun. I don't know what that's about anymore.
Yeah.
But you know why I don't have any fun anymore, Ganthor?
Why?
Because I have a child.
Yeah, I know that.
Right, and having been exposed to, being a parent has its certain pluses. Absolutely, right?
Yeah.
But when the baby is first born, there is a I don't know, it's like a cartel. The industry that you get into with babies is patently ridiculous. Something must be done about the baby industry. So here's my thing about the baby industry, dude. Before my kid was born, I had my first foray into entering a Babies R Us. Now, for the uninitiated, the Babies R Us it's a huge place, right?
Yes, it's daunting in its size.
Yeah, and when those double doors open up and you walk in and you get a feel for the scale of Babies R Us, you feel, I don't know, I felt a little overwhelmed, I might say. Did you have any feelings of being overwhelmed with that?
Yeah, because I was the rube, new to town. I didn't know what to do.
The rube. That's a good way of putting it. And you look around at all the things that are there, and it's everything. It's anything you could possibly think of buying for a baby or for a kid of age up to toddler age, I'd say. Absolutely remarkable. Everything from diapers to diaper wipes to diaper pails to diaper bags to diaper, I don't know. The sheer assortment of nipples.
Now, that doesn't sound like a bad thing normally, unless it's all on one person.
Or it's like that the chick from Total Recall with the 3 boobs.
Yeah, not attracted at all.
Not attracted? What are you talking about?
That was disgusting.
What are you talking about? That's one extra boob. That's like one for each hand and for the sucking.
No.
No?
Nope.
That's unbelievable. I can't believe you don't get down on that.
Nope, I would be thoroughly disgusted.
All right, okay. So when I the first thing I guess on the list, because when you go in there for the first time and you're going in there for the baby registry, you go in there and they give you the little zapper thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And you go in there and you start scanning the barcodes to add things to your registry, and they give you a list. It's like a 4-page cheat sheet of all the things that you need to register for. And one of the first things on the list is a diaper bag. And I'm going, okay, a diaper bag. Should be easy, right? There should be small, medium, large. No. You can't imagine, if you haven't gone through this, you cannot imagine the sheer variety of diaper bags. And I don't understand. How could there possibly be that much variety in a diaper bag?
I agree. Aside from style.
Well, fundamentally, Ganthor, what does a diaper bag need to do?
It's a bag.
That does what?
That holds things like diapers.
It holds fucking diapers!
Well, no, I mean, it's even more general than that. It's a bag that holds things. You can buy them for 99 cents at Wegmans.
Right,
you know?
Right. Why does there need to be a specialized diaper bag? Because that's what's funny after a while. When you're a parent, you don't even care about specialized bags anymore. You have so much stuff that you have to carry around. You don't give a fuck what it goes into. You know what I mean? What's the biggest vessel you can carry for all the crap that you need to bring with you? It doesn't need to be a specialized bag after a while.
So the other gotcha area is not just the sheer variety of versions of things, the ridiculous gadgets that you as a future parent don't know that you don't need. The worst example of that, I think, is going to have to be the diaper warmer. Not diaper warmer, wipe warmer.
Right.
It is completely and utterly useless. Your baby will get used to room temperature wipes after the first 3 wipes. Then it's never a problem ever again. Whereas with this diaper warmer, you got to worry about keeping the wipes. You got to keep them moist and heated, and there's potential fire hazard all the time.
The device I love the most is the you hung it on the crib, and it simulated the sounds of the womb.
Oh yeah.
Because after the child is born, in order for the child to fall back to sleep comfortably, it needs to be reminded of the soothing sounds of the womb. What the fuck is that about?
Yeah.
So now you have this thing making this fucking out of this world noise hanging on the side of the crib. It's like what the fuck? It's like you can all you got to do in order to simulate that sound is hook up a shortwave radio, that's tuned incorrectly, and you'd be able to get the same effect.
I mean, if it's even necessary, right? Like, I mean, so we had the video monitor, and with my first kid, I would wake up all the time and just lift my head and stare at it to make sure that she was still breathing. For months on end, every single time I woke up, and it wasn't just like once a night. It was 5, 6, 7, 8 times a night, because that's how paranoid I was about it. So I can kind of understand that, but like the whole noise making thing, it just does not sound scientifically sound.
So you had the video.
Yeah.
So did you get the black and white baby monitor, the color
No,
baby
it was
monitor?
color, but in the dark, it's just black and white.
But, right, because I was about to ask, in the dark, does it matter whether or not it's in color or black and white?
No, because it's the infrared camera and all that shit.
Right, because it all looks like green, right? It doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
I had to crack up at that. I'm like, does it really matter whether or not I get this goddamn thing in color? Am I going to get an HD signal out of this fucking thing?
Yeah, no. I mean, that one was actually pretty useful, but like I said, it caused me horrible months of terrible sleep nights.
Oh, wait, look, I didn't get horrible lack of sleep because of a fucking baby monitor. I got it because my kid didn't sleep. So,
Oh, well, my kid, she slept like a champ.
Well, fuck you then. Okay, because my kid didn't sleep at all. All right?
Well, you can kiss my ass.
Why don't you kiss mine, motherfucker?
Hey, I didn't sleep either. I told you, I'd wake up staring at this low contrast black and white image trying to see a little baby chest move.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so F you.
All right, well, F you.
Going back to useless devices, we made the mistake of going with the bottle warmer.
A bottle warmer.
Because the first child breastfeeding didn't end up working out, so we switched to formula. And so we followed the formula guidelines where you had to sterilize the water.
Right.
So that means you boil the water.
Right.
And you pour it in the bottle, then you mix the formula, and then you refrigerate it. Well, dumb fuck me didn't realize until pretty much the month before we stopped the formula that, hey, you sterilize the water, you seal it up, leave it at room temperature, and then you mix the formula when you need the bottle. Therefore, you do not need the bottle warmer.
There you go. Because it stays sterilized.
Yes, it stays sterile and it stays warm at room temperature, so you don't have to worry about a cold bottle. You don't have to worry about a scalding hot bottle. You don't have to worry about filling up the bottle warmer with water, plugging it in, turning it on, and then waiting for it to heat up and heat the bottle at 4 in the morning when your kid's hungry.
All right. So my favorite thing there was the bottle sterilizer itself. That you fit things onto a tray. And you put a little bit of water in the bottom, and then you put the whole damn thing in the microwave.
Yeah.
So you're basically cooking the bottles like it's a fucking thing of microwave popcorn.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that about?
Yeah.
Like that's really that's
well,
gonna.
See, I didn't know that we didn't need that. So for kid number 2, we're just like, no, fuck it, rinse it off with water.
See, that's the funny part about being a parent and having a second kid. It's like. You take all these precautions with the first one, right? Following all the rules, cleaning hands, cleaning everything in sight. Second kid comes along, you're like, fuck it, they'll be fine. The third kid comes along, you'll let them eat a petri dish. You know what I mean? It's like whatever. Yeah. We got 2, we're all right. The third one, you're on your own, pal.
Yeah.
You know?
See, I wonder if part of that is the overly litigious U.S. society. where if you didn't have must sterilize baby water, on the instructions for making the formula, and somebody didn't do it, and then their kid got sick and died for some unrelated reason, lawsuit.
Yeah, that's true. Because everything you get for your kid comes with some sort of warning on it in big black and white or yellow and red fucking letters. You know what I mean?
And you have no experience, so it's like, all right, I guess I go by what the supposed industry experts recommend, which is this. Because you can't ask your mom, because you know what? My mom, I think, probably smoked and drank when I was in her belly.
That
The
explains an
car
awful lot.
seats didn't have straps. They sat on the seat next to her in the front while she's driving her death trap, Chevy in '77. They're not the people to ask.
Right. And that's hilarious to me, right? I mean, we lived through our childhood with not nearly the level of safety precautions that are built into the fucking things that we have today. Like car seats today are like armored vehicles. And there's 120 different variations of them. What the fuck is that about? All you need is it's a seat with a buckle, and maybe it just needs to be adjustable to the size of the kid. But there's literally, if you walk into the Babies R Us, there's dozens of options for rear facing car seats, regular front facing car seats, convertible car seats that can convert into fucking like Transformers. Okay,
Yeah.
it's like, this one can hold up to 35 pounds. This one can hold up to 65 pounds. This one has airbags. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have fucking airbags. It just needs to it just needs to hold the kid in place in the event of a, tragic accident. We didn't have this stuff. We were lucky that I was lucky my mom didn't strap me to the roof of the car.
Yeah, I've seen lots of other stuff. I found I guess it was a high chair that I used to sit in as a kid, and my brother sat in as a kid. My mom still had it. That thing had the sharpest edges everywhere. It's a wonder I didn't lose a finger on that thing.
Now they sell like pads that you can put on all your furniture, and I bought them. I'm not immune. You buy the pads to put on all your furniture so that if your kid bumps into something.
Yeah. See, I believe that because we've got a lot of sharp stuff. Like we got a hearth that's about a foot off the ground that is just waiting to crack a skull open.
Did you have any kind of sharp edges in your house growing up?
I guess you would have to say so, yeah, because my brother stood up underneath the house outside and ended up needing to get stitches. So probably, yeah.
Does he have any lasting damage from those stitches?
He's kind of a hypochondriac.
As a result of the stitches? Did they give him like
know.
a series of Percocets or something when he got those stitches when he was a kid?
I don't know. What do I look like? A fucking doctor?
No, my point is that
Like
there's no...
25 years ago.
No, that's my point, is that there's no lasting damage from a kid banging their head on something.
Well, unless he cracks his skull open and gets brain damage.
Well, all right. I was leaning back in a chair when I was a kid. The chair fell back. I cracked my head on a radiator, like those big old school radiators.
Yep.
Cracked my head on a radiator, needed stitches in my head. No
Yeah,
lasting
look at you
damage. No lasting damage, Ganthor.
now. Oh, really?
Oh, I'm perfectly
Really?
normal.
I don't know about that.
Totally and perfectly normal, Ganthor.
Who's afraid of rats?
You took that entirely out of context. I was making an example last week. Okay? Not necessarily. Well, I'm not entirely afraid of rats. Rats freak me out a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. My point is this: things happen. Kids get hurt. Kids get hurt. What are you gonna do? You can't protect them from every damn thing. You'd like to try. As a parent, you'd like to try. You'd like to try to protect them from all the evils and things that will hurt them in this world, but you can't. But because you have that fear as a parent, because you have it, because you want to try to protect your kid, you will buy whatever it is they come up with that, will potentially save your kid from harm.
Yeah.
And if there's anything I have learned as a parent, that if I put a safeguard into place to try to protect my kid from harm, he will find a way to remove said safeguard and put himself in harm's way.
Agree.
And what did I just do? All of the cabinet locks, all the little doohickeys that you can buy so that kids can't open drawers.
Yeah, my oldest, she busts through them like He-Man.
Right.
We had the doorknob things on there to keep her from opening her door and leaving. All she had to do to outsmart those is just hang on it till they snapped apart, and bam. I'm not joking. That's what she would do.
No,
She'd go to the door, hang on the thing, snap, open the door.
and I'm sure she systematically tested that stupid thing too, right? Trying all kinds of different ways. It's like,
No, she just brute forced it. She's just like, "Rrrr,
but then she remembered how to do it.
Ganthor, angry.
Ganthor, a little mini Ganthor.
Yeah. And then smash the same thing with the cat and ones. Just, strength, rip, brah.
That's exactly my point. You can't stop the kid from getting in there, right? They're
Well,
gonna.
no, what you do is you fucking pay attention to them.
Well, right. Be a parent, right?
Yes.
Don't try to saran wrap your house, or not saran wrap. Don't try to
delegate your parenthood to $2.95 piece of plastic
Right.
from China.
Exactly
that
right.
probably has lead in it.
Right. So did you get suckered into or not suckered into the convertible crib?
No, we actually got that as a present.
So I didn't get a convertible crib, and I don't know I don't know whether or not I did a bad job of this, because I ended up having to go out and buy. So convertible cribs, for the uninitiated, are cribs that will eventually transform into, say, a toddler bed. Right, toddler
Right.
bed, so low to the ground.
Yeah, we fucking skipped that toddler bed stage.
Well, that's the other thing, right? Is the toddler bed is a joke. It's like it's this tiny little. It looks like a Barbie doll mattress. It's just this tiny little bed that's low to the ground. We skipped the whole thing too. We went to IKEA and got a bed that was full size.
Yeah, the day bed.
Right, that was low to the ground.
The blue metal day bed.
We got him the one with the whole star canopy and the whole routine. Doesn't matter. But as long as you get something that's low to the ground.
The girl bed.
What?
You got him the girl bed.
No.
You just said canopy.
No, it's got this dome over the top of it.
Oh, now it's a dome.
It's a dome.
You said canopy, dude. What am I supposed to
It's a
think?
dome-shaped canopy. Fuck your mom, Ganthor.
You know what
okay?
kind of beds have canopies? Princess fucking beds.
Why don't you kiss my ass, asshole? It's not that kind of canopy,
dude,
okay?
Dude, you said okay. Why didn't you just say dome?
It's a dome. It's a dome-shaped canopy. It's got stars on it. It's
Like
blue.
pink stars.
What stars?
Pink.
Not pink. White stars. Blue backdrop. Fuck your mom.
I'm just Jesus. I'm just making sure you didn't buy your kid a girl
I
bed.
did not buy him a girl bed. I bought him a low-to-the-ground bed, full size, that he could transition to from the crib. And I'll tell you what else.
You know what? There's another benefit that you maybe you haven't gotten to it yet, but it's also large enough for an adult to lay in. So when your kid wakes up in the middle of the night, you can lay there with him.
Right. Absolutely.
You don't have to sleep on the floor, your face mushed up against the crib with your arm draped over, trying to comfort them.
Right. Right.
Just
Or
get in a fucking bed.
there were actually a few nights where I was tempted to actually crawl in the crib.
It's funny how the sleep-deprived brain works. It's like, sure, this bed can hold this 250 or 200 plus pound person.
Right. That was back when I was still pretty fucking tough.
No, I didn't mean to say that you were 250 plus. I meant to say 200 plus, because that would cover both of us.
I was damn close, but that's neither here nor there. But you're right. I mean, your sleep deprived brain is like, yeah, I am 6 feet tall, but I can squeeze into this thing and still have enough room for the child. We'll be snuggling. It'll be fine.
Yeah, and then you stretch and your legs smash through the ends.
Right. And then when you get up in the morning, you feel like you're 98 years old because you've been bent into a pretzel.
Yeah.
Pretty much the entire goddamn night. I'm not speaking from experience at all. No.
Yeah. So the lesson is, don't buy any of that dumb shit.
There is however one thing that I will recommend. The diaper pail, the diaper genie.
Oh, diaper genie. Oh my God, yes.
That I will recommend.
You know what? Because that's good not only for babies, it's also good if you have a dog.
Is it?
Yeah.
How about that?
You know those little doggy bags they sell to pick up your poop when you're walking your dog?
Yep.
Just push them right down in the diaper genie. It works wonders.
Drop that right in there. That's the one thing. That's the one thing that I will recommend.
So you know what else it's good for?
What else?
Remember how I was telling you I had a little bit of diarrhea?
Yeah.
So I was doing some strenuous activity around the house this weekend, and I had some gas, so I thought I could let it out. A little bit more came out.
I'm wincing a little bit right now.
So those boxer briefs went right into the diaper genie.
Oh. So let me get this straight. In your child's room.
No, we have one upstairs in our room and one downstairs in the bathroom. So we have two diaper genies.
So you have one in your room. Well, that's good because you were going to bring.
Yeah, but I wasn't in there. I was in the downstairs bathroom.
So you brought your shitty underwear to where your children usually are.
No, I'm telling. There's one in the downstairs bathroom.
Okay.
So we have one on two levels where we most often change diapers.
All right. Fair enough. Because if you brought your shitty underwear to where your to where your children were, that would be a little fucked up there, Ganthor.
Well, what do you want me to do with it?
I don't know, but not bring it anywhere near.
Put yourself in my shoes. You're walking through the house. You're trying to let a little fart, release a little gas pressure, and you have some liquid poo-poo squirt out into your pants. What are you gonna do?
Use it as a teaching moment for your children.
No way. I'm not letting anybody I know. Well, aside from anybody who listens to the podcast, I'm not telling anybody about that. I'm not telling my kids. Come on, you crazy?
You just told the internets.
I said besides the podcast. This is why I'm not sharing this with friends that I know.
So wrong. So wrong. All right. What did we learn there, Ganthor? What did we learn about the baby industry, about the kind of goofy shit?
They will fuck you in the ass.
They will. They will.
Until coins pop out. Like straight out of Mario. Instead of jumping on Koopas, turning them into coins, they bend you over, fuck you in the ass.
Like straight up old school Mario Brothers.
Yep.
There you go. I learned that you can never have enough different types of nipples.
Disagree with you on that one, buddy. I still think
but I
you're
don't.
wrong.
You see, I don't understand you. I don't understand that you don't get down on the three boob thing. Wow, whatever. That doesn't make sense.
Just saying.
All right. So if you like nipples.
No. If you like three boobs.
All right. If you like three boobs, and you disagree with Ganthor, why don't you go ahead and post it on the Facebook page, facebook.com/4listeners or 4listeners.com. You can check us out on Stitcher Radio or on the iTunes. In either case, just search for 4Listeners. It will pop right on up. Or you can point your podcatcher at feeds.feedburner.com/4listeners. Multiple ways for you to get your 4Listeners on, right, Ganthor?
Yeah, get Spear paid.
Word.
She is unemployed.
Yeah, it did. We'll see. I'll go to work tomorrow. We'll find out whether or not I'm still employed. We thank you for checking us out this week, and we hope that you will check us out again next week. Thanks so much, everybody.